I am pulling out all the frugal living stops this week. My husband got fired, and we are trying to build a new house, and we need to save every penny we have. For years, we kind of made more money, and I didn't have to live as frugal as I used to. And we still use some of the tips, but we didn't have to use a lot of them. And now that he's doesn't have a job, we need to save every single penny we have. So this week, I'm going to show you how we are saving on our food bill, what I spent at the grocery store, and kind of give you a list of the meals that we're going to eat out of this week. Here we go. Okay, here's what we got for the week. I spent $36 and got everything you see here, plus 2 12-packs of soda because I can't deal right now with quitting soda. So I have a bag of potatoes. Those are going to be for a pork steak meal next week. We are also having an apple, cranberry, and pecan salad next week. So I got some cheese to go with it, some romaine to go with it. We've got some veggies. I like to buy some coleslaw mix because I like the extra crunch that it gives my salads, but I also can use it to mix with leftovers during the week for my lunches. Got some bananas because a banana a week keeps my legs from cramping up, and because my kids absolutely love them. It'll make a good addition to tomorrow's breakfast. I also put a lot of, there's a container of broccoli back in here. This is what we use for the lunches. So my kids will take a broccoli spear, some carrots, some celery in their lunches. They also eat apples for snacks, so whatever's left over, they'll have an apple for. Bananas. I got some pork steak for one of our dinners last week. As you can see, it was reduced, which is even better. I'll just pop it in the freezer. They had some pork roast, and those were on sale, so the two of these together will make one meal for us. And I got some thin chops that were also on sale. Usually with those, I'm just going to put them back in the freezer. Neither one of these two meals will be eaten this week. But those thin pork roasts, what I would do is cook them up and put them in like pork fried rice for the week. So here's what we got, and I'll give you a list of the meals that we are having next week. I like to meal plan a month ahead of time. I only shop my big grocery shopping for pantry type items once a month. So knowing what I'm going to have for the next 4 weeks really helps with that big grocery shopping trip. And then each week I kind of go and I pick up a few of the smaller items like fresh vegetables. All of my meal plans are gluten-free. I have celiac disease, so if you see something like bagels on my list, it's a gluten-free bagel. Here we go. This is my meal plan for next week. It is for breakfast. Breakfast for us is usually a big assortment of things. I like to freeze a lot of stuff. Our kids get up and get their breakfast out of the fridge in the morning and eat it themselves. I'm not a morning person, so I like things they can grab and go. We do on the weekend try to have bigger breakfasts like bacon, eggs, or omelets, but those are usually reserved for the weekends, not during the week when everyone's crazy with getting ready for school. So my kids usually in the mornings, they will either eat a yogurt parfait. I freeze these for the month and thaw them in the fridge, so they just grab them out. I freeze rice pudding, and they eat them cold. They usually have a Kind bar once a week with a piece of fruit. This is usually on Fridays when I'm done and I don't want to have to think, and I just throw them in a granola bar. They also will have a hard-boiled egg, a sausage link, and a piece of fruit throughout the week as well. For me, I generally tend to eat leftovers. I'm not really big on making something for breakfast, so I'll just eat whatever's in the fridge. My husband is currently building us a house, so his breakfasts are a little odd lately, and I will probably send him to eat in the camper bagels and cream cheese, or he'll just go get a coffee and a sausage biscuit. I also may sometimes whip myself up a scrambled egg and fruit if I'm really feeling feisty in the morning, but that doesn't usually happen. Lunches are usually something that I don't put a whole lot of thought into. The kids usually pack their lunches on Sundays, and they go in the fridge and they just grab out what they need in the mornings. I usually make things like deli meat roll-ups, peanut butter and honey tortilla roll-ups. On the weekend, I may make some special apple nachos. I always send my kids with fresh vegetables, so they'll get broccoli, carrots, celery in their lunch. Trail mix is an add-on. Sometimes I'll send a fruit leather. Every once in a while, I'll send a piece of cheese or a cheese stick, but that's not very common. Usually on the weekends, we try to eat a late breakfast and an early dinner, and we kind of skip lunch. We might have a small snack. If everyone's kind of going and we're really hungry, I may make some apple nachos on the weekend. For me, lunch is pretty similar to breakfast. I just eat whatever's in the house, usually leftovers from the night before. And since my husband is eating out of a camper this week again, he will be getting sandwiches and chips because it's easy. It goes in a cooler. He doesn't have to stop and cook it. He can grab something, throw it in his mouth, and keep building us a house. Snacks around our house are also very basic. I usually keep apples and often mandarins, oranges in the fridge. They are stuff that the kids can grab and eat themselves. We keep bananas on hand. I've almost always got trail mix made up that they can eat. Fruit leather is another one that they can grab out of the snack box. And I usually have some frozen fruit pops that they can eat. I also keep a nice little stash of chocolate-covered almonds in my freezer that either I snack on or I will occasionally give them out to the kids as well, maybe even the husband. Dinners are usually pretty bland, although I do have some items in my freezer that if it is just too hectic to make, I can throw something quick, either already made and frozen meal on the table, like frozen lasagna, or I may also have other things like frozen meatballs and just some frozen French fries that I can throw a meal together. Generally, though, we stick to the meal plan. So on Monday of next week, we will have an apple, pecan, and cranberry salad. I may or may not add chicken to this. It'll probably depend on if my husband's home or not. If he's not home, I tend to have less meat. On Tuesday, we will have baked pork steak, oven roasted potatoes, and a side salad. The side salad will probably be whatever's left over from Monday. On Wednesday, we will have cheese and bean burritos with pineapple and snap peas on the side. I'm hoping this works out because I'm going to Walmart and I read that Mission has new gluten-free tortillas, so I will be trying them out this week. If not, I'll have to make my own burritos. Thursday, I'll be making a vegetarian korma that I like that makes me feel good. On Friday, if there's any of that left over, we will eat that, maybe over rice. If it's not left over, which is kind of touch and go in my house, I have 3 kids that eat like adults. If that is all gone, then we will have spaghetti carbonara as an easy throw-together meal. Saturday, my husband's expected to be home, so we will probably grill some steak and veggies. Sunday, we will be getting ready for school and for him to head back and build us a house. So I will probably be making baked chicken strips with raw veggies and dip. I found a honey garlic sauce that I'm going to try. So it should be a pretty good week. I hope that you enjoyed the meal plan. Subscribe below and follow us on Facebook or visit us at www.preppedforthegoodlife.com.